Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls everywhere. I'm going to make a little bit of a video here. Of course, my videos are never a little. They're always quite long and boring. We got the guys coming over. They're going to rip out our old tub and tub surround. And we're going to get a new shower base, which is going to be heavy-duty fiberglass instead of the thin plastic crap. And a new tub surround and new shower valves and everything. Now, with mobile homes, if you're familiar with them, those of you who have one, you know very well what I am talking about. And that is, whenever they build anything, they build it as cheap as possible. When they have to put a 2-inch pipe in the floor, they cut a 1-foot square hole in the floor. So you're going to see a huge hole in the floor that was made originally when we bought the home, and that's the way they do it. And I had to close it up with 1/4-inch plywood and put all this great stuff in there, which was all removed. So you'll see that in the beginning of the video. It's not very pretty to look at, but I did want to give a before and after shot. So that's the way they build things, and they use very little glue on the tub surround, so it's all loose. It's thin plastic and it's all loose against the wall. So you're going to see how crappy of a job that when you buy a mobile home, that's the way they build them. Of course, if you pay more for a mobile home, you get a better quality, but they're never made as good as a house. So I'm going to videotape some of these things going on that the guys will be doing. I'm going to try to be out of their way, and I don't want to put them on video. I don't know if they want to be on video, but we got a good price on the tub and the surround, and I've been very, very busy the last few days because those big openings have to be sealed up with hardware cloth up underneath the house, and I'll probably be showing some of that too. And that's work that I got to do after these guys leave, because they're going to clean out all the junk that I had in there, closing up the holes, and they have to run new pipe. And then in that case, I can go in underneath and clear it all out and straighten it all out to keep the mice from coming into the house. When you live in a mobile home, that's the way it is. You don't have a cellar. You have what they call it's like a heavy-duty tarpaulin that's underneath, and fiberglass sits on top of that loose, and you have mice running in all through there, but they don't come in the house unless you don't close those holes up. So anyways, enough talking. Okay, this is before it's removed. Probably have to take the toilet out, and may have to take this cabinet out. That is going to be a lot of work, moving that stuff out of there. Alright, this is the old shower surround. He's starting to rip it out. The plumber's due to come any time now. But look at how they make mobile homes. And the access panel. Alright, I'm just going to do videoing here and there while the guy does his job. And you can see the tiny little cubby hole that the access panel for the back of the shower. They don't give you much room to work. Now, because of all the rain we had for well over a week, I kept this in the house, in the shed rather, and we're going to be cutting that for the backing for the safety bars. So the plumber should be getting here any time now, and then those guys are going to do their thing. Over here is the shower base tub, and It's all fiberglass and very, very sharp. It's really, really heavy duty. And the base on that is at least 3/4 inch thick. They put wood underneath here, plywood, and then they fiberglass the whole thing. It's really, really made good, and you'll see it in the video later on. So he delivered this yesterday, and they'll be putting it in. Meanwhile, I'm going to help out as much as I can, and I'm going to bring out my chop saw. So whatever length of piece that he needs to put in, I'll just cut it off. He'll give me the measurements and I'll chop it off. So I'm going to get the extension cord out and do that. You don't need to see that on video. So I want to just show you how thin and crappy the original tub surround was. Here it is, part of it hanging up here that he pulled out. It's really, really, really thin. Very, very, very thin. And they use these little damn buttons, which are no good. See how little glue they use? When they build a mobile home, they just go bing, 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 they do, you know, nothing to it. So the one we're getting is going to be a lot heavier ABS than this stuff. The guys are in my son's room on the back side of this wall discussing the plumbing situation. They've already removed it. And so now the thing is, get this out. Getting this out is easy, probably, but putting a new one in is not. We will see. Now, a few years back, I built this box so I can get at this thing, because some mice have a ball in there, and this is a drain. I think I have a video on that. The guys are up there now. I'm going to let the guys do their thing. Okay, this is the new one they're going to be putting in. Very not easy to carry. It's very sharp. Getting this one in is going to be tough because we got 54 inches and almost no clearance end to end. Yeah. And I cut the old tub right in half. And you see the styrofoam that they use underneath? If you didn't have that, this thing would just collapse right to the floor. So that's what they put in mobile homes. Unless you buy a real expensive mobile home. This is what you get.
Up. Oh God. These are definitely leaking. Yeah. They were, wouldn't they? Yeah. To open this area here.
for sale, real cheap, tub and surround. I'll sell it to you cheap. So make me an offer that I cannot refuse. Okay, he's got the 2-inch pipe here and the cement and everything. I had cut a piece off, so he'll have a piece to mount to for the shower valves, which they went out to get right now. Okay, so this is a piece left over from the screen house. Figured might as well use it, there's nothing wrong with it. Over here is going to put a 2x8 here and a 2x8 here. Should give you plenty of room for the safety bar. They had to cut another hole in the floor for the center drain, and they just got to figure out what to do with this here mess. So putting the valves and stuff and probably the trap or whatever in the bottom of the tub. That's going to be the hardest part, getting that in the house.
Oh, back to me a little bit. Yeah. Just take it off for a second, right? Off till we get in there and put it back on. Yeah, there you go. We'll put it back on when we get back. Ready to go. Because we gotta get past this thing too. Yep, no problem. Well, was. Yep. Yep. Jesus Christ. How are we gonna get this in there? Oh shit. No, it is. It's hitting against here, Paul. Yep. You know? That's the problem. Yeah. There's no way to. There we go. That ain't gonna happen. Still ain't gonna happen, no. No way. You got it. It'll out to you. Yeah. Well. You know? Well. No, it's even worse. But what if it was turned more like this? Well, what if we rolled it more like this and that came? Either way, it's hitting that high edge. Yeah.
At least we got it in, huh?
We got it in, Bill. Yeah, we sure did. I put some more screws in this piece too, see it?
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Boy, it's something. We had to cut the beams. I thought we were going to take the whole wall out.
Yeah, no. No. Nice valve, huh? That's nice. That's a Simmons. That's a good valve, Bill.
Okay, you're probably wondering why this board here is red. It's the only oil-based paint I have. I used up all the green on the swing set. Okay, here's what I did. The original 1/4-inch plywood was all wet and had mice crap and everything else in it. And it was warped, so I used 3/4-inch plywood. I put hinges on it. And I'm going to put 2 screws in it to hold it up. It'll be my service panel. Now, if you look under here, you see how nice of a job he did with the plumbing? Don't mind that yellow funnel there. I put that in case I had a leak. I just never bothered removing it. Now, the way I mouse-proof this is there's 2x6 joists here. And I did is I used hardware cloth, a 1/4-inch wire mesh, and put it around the pipes so no mice are going to get in this cubicle here. When they made the mobile home, that big hole was there. I had plywood over it and great stuff in there. That's how they do these things. So it was almost impossible to put hardware cloth around these pipes like that. So since the mice can't get in from one joist to the other, they can only come down through this area. I just put the hardware cloth all the way across there. Before winter time comes, I will put fiberglass in here. And it'll just be laying on this board, and the board will just go up. So this is a service panel in case I need to get at it. Now, the original tub drain was right here. The shower has a center drain now, which I showed you in the video if you watched it. And that's the trap right there. I marked it so that I'll know. So we just take out 3 screws, and if I need to service the trap or anything, I can get right at it. And that has hardware cloth all around it. So they had to cut that hole, so that's why that board is there. And there's hardware cloth formed all around us like a hat that goes over it. And you're looking at the bottom of the tub here. I think they did a damn good job, so I just got to finish working here so I can close this up. Now, yesterday I was cutting pieces of 2x4 and anything that the plumber and my buddy Rich there, who did the renovation, needed. I had the wood. I put the backing 2x8s in there, and now we got a super strong safety bar. Well, as you can see, all the junk is gone. You lost out. You had a beautiful cut in half tub that I would have sold real cheap, but you lost out on it, folks. So it all went to the dump.